Hey everyone, welcome to I Am the CEO Show. I am your co-host, Eric Robinson, aka the Soul Motivator, and today I'm joined by my co-host,
Mr. James Burrell, aka the Professor.
And if you see what I see, that's right, it's not a mirage. We got none other than Dr. Marilyn Walker herself here.
The lovely
Dr. Marilyn Walker. And we got special guests. So ladies and gentlemen, we're going to jump in today. Dr. Walker, we got a lot to talk about. Let's talk about first this women in business. What does it mean to be a lady entrepreneur, female entrepreneur, a woman in business? Because you have multiple businesses, and if you don't mind sharing with some people some of your businesses. But first I want to ask, what does that mean to you, being the woman in business?
I think for me it's more or less taking control of your finances, taking control of your life, being able to go out and do whatever you would like to do.
Okay.
There are no limits that's set to say this should be done by a man or male, or this should be done by a female. Because I believe whatever is out there to be done can be done by anyone. And when I go back to my days in corporate America, I was that woman who would be on the job site with my hard hat on.
Okay.
You hardly ever saw that back in the day. So it was normally the engineers, the contractors, all of them with their hard hat on. But I had mine on. I would walk the property with them. And so for me, I always loved construction. So when you think of construction, you're more or less thinking this is a male-dominated field. But now you have women who are doing it. You can go out there on the street and you see women along with the men. I hire contractors to do work in my properties. And they have their wives, they have women along with them who are participating and doing the work. So for me, I felt, why can't I be the person to go out there and do what I want to do? So for me, I started off with being able to start my nonprofit, the International Transformation Institute for Humanity, Inc.
Okay.
And from there, whilst that was being approved by the IRS to be a 501c3, I went on and I started a fashion business out of that. Then from the fashion business, I ended up opening my boutique in my home. And then from there, I started the real estate business.
Okay.
And then from the real estate business, here comes the book that deals with a little bit of my life, my memoir, and all of what it took to get me from that dark place to be where I am today.
So, I want, James, can I ask this question? I know you got a question. I want to ask you this. Then you said taking control, and I'm sure you experience a lot of women, and especially in this area. We live in the DMV, the DC, Maryland, Virginia area, and there's a lot of there's a lot of powerful women in powerful positions. But I'm also seeing some of these women would like to have. They have power positions in their careers, but maybe they still don't feel like they have control. Can you speak to that? What does it mean to you when you see women who like, man, I know if she believed more herself, she could take control of her life, but maybe she just doesn't understand that that's a possibility.
And there is a possibility because you have to believe in yourself. You have to be able to say, you know what, I'm going to take risk in doing this.
Okay.
A lot of people are so afraid in getting out there and doing things. They're afraid of failing. So they feel, if I go out there and do this, what if it doesn't work?
Okay.
And I'm saying, well, what if it does work? So you will never know if it's going to work unless you take that step. And you take control of whatever you would like to do. And you can more or less, for me, I recreated myself. I rewrote my story. My story was going one way in corporate America. And then I took my life back into my own hands. And I'm like, you know what? This is what I would like to do. And then I set goals.
Okay.
Right? I wrote my goals. And I started another thing, my vision board. That is huge.
I've been hearing a lot about the vision board. So is that
that's
powerful?
What I live by. I started off actually in creating my vision board, which is you can use a poster board. And on that are the things that you visualize yourself doing or what you would like to do, who you would like to be, where you would like to go.
Okay.
Right? And you cut out pictures and you paste those things in the way of telling a story of this is how I would like my life to be. And what I would do is keep it in my visual. So every day I would look at this and I would see myself in that position. I would see myself doing those things. But it's not just seeing and doing. It's you have to add the emotions with it. How would it feel for me now? How would it feel to be the woman who has a boutique on a cruise ship. That's my dream.
Okay.
There are no boutiques on a cruise ship owned by any black woman or man. Have you
Right.
ever gone into a boutique on a ship?
I've been a
You
couple
never
of-
see that. I would like to be the first person to be able to have my boutique on a ship. And that's my dream. So I create that on my vision board, and I see myself doing that and owning that. And now I'm having conversation with people who, yes, you can do it. Can you have her send me her resume? Let's see if we can get it there. Because you
Wow.
ask them, how is it that you don't have any black-owned boutique on any cruise line? There are none. And that's where I want to be that first person. So you have to get it in your mind. You know what? I want to make a change. I want to do something different. I would like to be innovative. I want to be able to do something that has never happened before.